Hey everyone, Mike here with SCHEELS Outdoors, and today we're going to be working on a fall food plot. So you might recognize this plot if you follow SCHEELS Outdoors Facebook and Instagram. We had a post asking what to plant, and we're actually going to come back and we're going to plant this food plot today. What we're going to do is we're going to put in some 7-card stud by Evolved Harvest. This is a mix of 7 different seeds. It's got brassicas, it's got radishes, turnips, it's got some winter wheat in it, also some clover that's going to be a perennial. The clover will come back next year. And we wanted just a little bit more of that turnips and radishes, so we're also going to mix in beets and greens by Imperial Whitetail. So we're gonna have a really nice mix. We'll plot out how big this area is, and then we'll put the proper amount of seed down with just a hand spreader. And we've also got another little micro plot in the back that just did the mowing and spraying treatment. We're gonna put that one in the same mixture too. What we did to prep this plot, we mowed it about a month ago and then we sprayed it. And now basically what we're going to do is we're going to take a rototiller with the tractor, and we've also got a compactor with us too. So we'll till it, we'll compact it, and then we're going to put our seed down, and then we're going to run it over with the compactor again crosswise to get some really good seed to soil contact. We've also got an all-season scent from Hodag. We got a nice little scrape tree in that other micro plot that's close to a bedding area, and we're also going to put up a cell camera there too. So get ourselves ready for the season. Now, if you don't have a tractor, you can do this too. You know, you can take a push mower, you can take a pull behind 4-wheeler mower, mow it down, spray it with a backpack or a hand sprayer, and then come in with you know, a 4-wheeler and a drag, or you could even do some no-till options. So really, just about anybody with some access to some land and a little open area can put in a food plot like this. So we're gonna get the tractor fired up and we're gonna start tilling now. So here's what we're looking at for a seed bed. It's looking pretty good. We should be able to get some great seed to soil contact, but it is wicked dry right now. It just hasn't rained. So this seed's not gonna grow unless we get some rain. So got some in the forecast. Hopefully that holds true. We need Mother Nature to pull through for us. But this seed bed's looking really good. We're gonna till up the rest of the plot now, and we'll compact it once and then lay the seed down, compact it again, and hope for some rain. So this spot here, it's a nice little transition zone. It's about 20 acres or so. There's a lot of bedding on each side of the property. So in putting this food plot in, we want to make it just a nice stopping point for the deer, something that they can munch on before they head to their destination fields or check other bedding areas. It's going to be a great spot, especially the little one in the back. It's a lot closer to some bedding areas, so we'll have to sneak into that one, but it's going to be some spot that is going to be pretty good throughout the whole day, especially during the rut. Oh man, it's dusty. Whew. Okay, well, we just finished up tilling the plot number 2, our micro plot close to the bedding area. So worked up pretty well. You could tell the soil was a little bit tougher, even that it's definitely never been tilled up before. But this is going to be a great spot for us, super close to the bedding area. There's a couple of trees that we left purposely for scrape trees. We're going to put some Hodag all-season scent down. We're gonna put a scrape down on the bottom, get some scent on the licking branches that are there, and then we're gonna set up a cell camera so we do not have to be back here. But first we're gonna compact it, and then we're gonna plant, and then we're gonna compact it again. Reason we're using that compactor is twofold. So the first is because we're gonna wanna retain what little moisture is left in the ground by pressing that down. And second is to just get a little bit better seed to soil contact. So let's get that done right now. Now that we have everything packed, our next step is to get some seed in the ground. But before we do that, what we're going to do is we're going to determine the exact size of these plots so we know the right amount of seed to put down. That's crucial when you're planting brassicas like turnips and radishes, because those bulbs get pretty big and they need some space. So if you put too much seed down, it's going to choke each other out and just not grow to its full potential. So how we're going to do that is I'm going to take my phone and I'm going to find an app. I like to use Onyx Hunt. Basically what I'll do is I'll go to a chart and I'll plot each corner and it'll determine the exact acreage. So now that we've determined our plot is 4/10 of an acre, what we're going to do is we're going to mix our seed. We're going to take that Lucky 7 and that beets and greens and we're going to put them together, and we should be about set there. What we're going to do is we're going to use a hand spreader. So we'll just pour that into the hand spreader and walk around the plot and just try and seed it as evenly as possible. And then we'll go back over it with the compactor and pray for rain after that. Now that we have the proper amount of seed in our spin spreader, what we're going to do is we're going to set the seed rate, and we're going to probably do fairly thin right away. I'll go one direction, and then if I've got a bunch of seed left, I'll open it up a little bit more, go at it from the other angle to make sure I've just got a nice even spread on this food plot. Okay, so my initial spot doesn't really have it coming out, so I'm going to open it up just a little bit more. Okay. Alright, that's coming out pretty good. Now I'm going to seed this plot. Okay, there we go. Got the seed down, went at it from a couple different directions. Feel pretty good about the distribution. So the only thing left to do with this one is hit it with the packer and we'll be set. But before we leave this spot, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a cell camera, and we're also going to put some Hodag all-season scent on one of these trees that we left in the middle of the plot. So this is a really nice transition zone anyways. The deer are naturally flowing through this. So put a little something extra there to get the bucks curious looking at it. And also as this food plot grows up, we're going to have both that licking branch and scrape along with the food plot. So we should be able to get some great trail camera pictures out of this. So let's get that camera up. So I've taken a walk around this plot, and what I found was I've got a really, really nice heavily used trail right here. So it's naturally going right by this tree that we left in the food plot. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Hodag all-season scent, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle it around about the area where they're going to be using it as licking branches, and I'm also going to use it a little bit above just so the scent kind of stays and carries a little bit farther. There's a lot in here, so to establish it I'm going to use a decent amount of this stuff. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to create a scrape on the bottom of this. You know, it's August right now, so deer are just starting to kind of look at scrapes. It's not really like a mating instinct at this point, but they do use scrapes for a good amount of the year. So it's going to just get their curiosity piqued, and it's going to hopefully get them coming in. And we found a really good tree right to the side here that's about 8 yards or so from this tree. So we'll put our cell cam on that, and what we'll do is we'll be able to see the activity on this tree, and we'll also be able to watch the plot grow up, since we'll be able to get those cell cameras to our phone or our computer or whatever, and we'll see when these deer are going to be able to start utilizing this plot. Kind of come up with a hunting game plan from there. Now we've got this single branch here. I'm 6 foot and it's about chin height on me. So that's going to be just about the perfect height for deer to come and check that out and start nibbling on it, leaving their own scent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a ground scrape right below it. And we'll also drop a little of this all-season scent on here too. Okay, so here's the tree I'd referenced earlier. We've got our scrape tree right in front of us, like I said, about 8 yards. And this is right on the edge of the plot. We're going to be able to cover that scrape tree, and then we're going to get a great view of the whole food plot as it starts to grow up and we see deer transitioning through. It might naturally see them just moving through this trail that was created, or that natural trail that's coming through right here. So I feel like this is going to be a really, really great spot. Okay, so now we've got this camera on the tree. We're going to turn it on. I've already made sure that this is set up and it's receiving, my phone is receiving interactions with it. So we've got it turned on. We've got the Link Micro solar version here. So what's awesome about this camera is we're back in kind of a secluded spot and I don't want to be here a whole lot. So the combination of having this cell camera and solar panel, this thing should be able to run just about all season. So we've got all of the debris cleared in front of the camera, so over the next coming month or so I don't see anything growing up and getting in the way of this camera, so we should be set. Alright, and there we have it. We've got our camera turned on and set up in a great spot, covering these trails and the licking branch and the food plot, watching it grow up. So only thing left to do out here is hit the food plots with the compactor, which I won't show now because I've already shown that process. You guys get it. So with that, you know, good luck to everyone this season. If you need any products like the trail camera, the all-season scent, food plot seed, we've got it linked in the description of this video, or you can head to your local SCHEELS. Talk with one of our experts. They'll get you all set up for the season. Stick along with SCHEELS Outdoors as you can see progress from this spot. Hopefully we can show some trail camera pictures, maybe even a hunt this fall. And with that, we want to wish you best of luck this season and see you next time.